Start the finals here, our CBZ finals, Sue versus Dark. I am Valdez, with me is Moonglade, and it's his birthday.
It's my birthday. Dark versus Sue, CBZ Grand Finals. Could not ask for a better finals, Valdez. It's going to be extremely entertaining. We're going to see roach balls run into each other again and again and again for 7 games long, unless we see some Bailings run into each other.
Again and again
and again.
7 games long.
7 games long, man. Either way,
yeah.
Either way, the viewers win.
Either way, for
Either
sure.
way, Valdez.
Unless it goes 4-0 and Sue drops the ball again. Well,
is he going to be the king of Kongs, Valdez?
I think so.
I
think so myself. But,
5th runner-up versus one-time runner-up Valdez.
Both going for their first championship in a Korean tournament, of course. First CBC finals in a Korean tournament in 2015.
Making history today, Valdez.
Yeah. Also, Wolf pointed out that it's the first time in Heart of the Swarm in a Korean tournament that there was no Protoss in the top 4.
Wow.
Like, what?
That's also a special thing, Valdez. I think that makes even more history than the ZBZ finals.
Yeah. For sure.
No death balls this game, just roach balls.
Yeah. Death roach balls.
Death roach balls. Well, so excited to get this started. Best of 7. You see the trophy and someone trying to...
Yeah, the voiceless
the voiceless girl. Well, it's a warm introduction, just the same. She's welcoming us all to the KeSPA Cup Grand Finals.
Yeah. Good translation there, Moonglade.
Got to turn on that microphone next time.
Yep. Going to introduce our 2 players now. Oh, hello.
Some fashionable fans.
I like the hat.
Yeah, it's cool. I dig it.
Yep. KeSPA Cup. By the way, this logo was designed by a fan.
Really?
He's probably watching. There was a competition that KeSPA Cup did last year.
Oh, that's right.
Fan.
I remember that, actually. How about that? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So the audience is filling out nicely. Everyone's getting ready for it. I'm ready for that pizza, Valdez.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually also including... that's also the thing I'm hyped about the most. Like, we get pizza for once.
Getting that pepperoni pizza, too.
Yeah.
We made sure it wasn't like sweet potato and corn, as is like the norm for some reason. I don't know why.
That is nasty.
I think it's just like they want to buy the deluxe pizza.
That ain't deluxe.
For some reason in Korea, that's deluxe. I don't know.
That ain't deluxe,
man. We don't eat that.
That's a practical joke, man. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But
Wolf has made sure that we're gonna get pepperoni. So
thank God for Wolf.
Yeah. These 2 players are already on the stage. Tablet Man's there. We're going to get right into that map selection in just a minute, guys. There will be no bans, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah, just be selecting maps. And because it is a mirror map, I guess it doesn't really mean too much what they choose. But you might get an idea of the ideals they have behind their choices. If we see one player go for the big maps, one go for the smaller 2-player maps.
Yeah.
A lot more aggression, obviously, on those 2-player maps. A lot more of a chance of a build order win as well with the 9-pool Banes versus Hatch first and whatnot.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that once or twice or even like every game out of these 2, because these are the 2 Zergs to me that are just known for like their incredible macro play, but at times when they want to or when they need to in a series, they're always willing and able to go aggressive. At any point, any map, you give it to them. Sue gets angry, he throws you a roach all in. Dark in the same way. He sees you're going to go greedy. He's going to be like, okay, I'll punish you.
We saw that when he was played against Bjal, and we see that most often in Pro League for Sue. Like, he's always throwing out a lot of aggression, a lot of interesting builds. But they both can go the distance in macro as well. And that's going to be very interesting because both of them are macro powerhouses in for their races. Here we go. I'm going to be choosing these maps.
Let's see what they decide to choose here. It looks like Sue gets the first choice, him being the young and all.
Yep, Bridgehead be that choice.
Or maybe that was Dark that picked that. That just like popped out without them saying anything.
You might be right there.
So Sue getting the second map choice of Cactus Valley. Now Dark making a big decision here. These 2 players didn't have much time to decide.
No, well, it is a DBZ, so I guess you don't have to think too much about it. It is pretty straightforward on most maps. Dash and Terminal going to be game 3.
Yeah, we saw a ZVZ on that map between Dark and Yul. Yul not playing the best game there. It was an interesting map, though, for ZVZ. Very passive style from both players on that one. I want to see Moonlight Madness, to be honest.
Oh, we're going to see Moonlight Madness, Valdez. Don't you worry.
Well, not if it goes too late and this series ends fast.
I want to see Deadwing, but that's just not going to happen.
You can try to will it into this map pool again, but it's just not going to work.
Man. I want to see Daybreak ZVZ, bro. That's the true money there. That's when we get to see the real interesting games of Broodlords versus Broodlords slamming into each other.
Yeah.
Instead of the Roach Balls.
Moonlight Madness is the last map.
Oh, no one wants to play that map for Zerg, I guess. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start off on Bridgehead. I like this match. The map pool is looking good. Looking like some pretty decent macro games we're going to have, especially on Cactus and Bridge. Dash and Terminal, who knows what Zerg's got cooking up for Zergs on that one. Still getting them familiar with these newer maps. Teammates shake hands and get ready.
Yeah. You saw Dark use 2 hands. He's showing respect to his older brother here, Sue. And you can only imagine the thoughts going through both these players' heads. They've both been runners-up so far, but never have they won a finals.
Well, I mean, 5-time runner-up for Sue. He's itching for a win, and now he's got that chance again. Maybe an unexpected chance here. He wasn't probably picturing he'd make it to the grand finals of KeSPA Cup. It's been such a long time since he's really gotten this far in any tournament. Over 6 months now.
Yeah. I'm just excited to get in this finals, man. The players are already getting in the lobby. I think they want to get to this right away.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. We actually see like Sue pick turn or something. Like, well, I guess he's going for
like,
second place
can't
again.
Do that.
It's like, yeah, you can't do that, man. But no, man, I can't wait to see these EVZs. It's gonna be interesting too because they are teammates. Teammates in every matchup just a little bit different because they're a little bit more unorthodox, a little bit more mind gamey, as we did see from Dark versus Dream. Dark knew what he had to do against Dream every single game.
Yeah.
He made the right move that put Dream so far behind that he just lost the game.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. That play from Dark in that series was awesome. Also, one thing I want to point out, both of these players played a ZVT before this finals, so they haven't practiced for this matchup. I don't think they would have. You know, especially from Sue. I'm not sure if he would have known that Dark was going to come through like that even.
Yeah, it's hard to say, right? Especially, I'm sure Sue had an idea he could beat Flash. I think a lot of them did as well.
I'm just looking at the chat. Dark's like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous. And Sue just laughs. Dark's like, hey, please take it easy on me. And Sue's like, hey.
This is finally my win. 5 grand finals, second places. Now it's time to take the win. Over his
Dark said that pizza came.
Oh, really?
I see him. The pizza's here, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Finally, the casters will get pizza here at the Snexon Arena. First time for everything here in 2015.
Look at that win ratio. 16-4 versus Zerg here for Sue in 2015. That's like out of control.
That's absolutely insane, Valdez. This guy is a beast, and he's got most of those wins in Pro League.
Yep, 80% win ratio for 2015 in one matchup.
Sickening.
Some of the best.
Sickening, Valdez.
Yep. But on the other side of the coin, here's Dark. Take a look at his stats. Very similar, 13-5. Not quite as many games, but he's really close.
Yeah, both these players very good. Obviously, the ones that they practice with are each other for this matchup, so both of them have a lot of success. No doubt play a lot in the team house. Let's see what they got planned for Bridgehead to start things off.
Yeah, interesting first map choice. You get that backdoor base, but it's got the backdoor rocks. And ZVZ, who knows how it's going to play out. Guys, look at this image. We got the KeSPA Cup in the middle. Whoever is going to win this series will take the cup and will get that pin and will finally be a finals winner, the champion in a Korean tournament. Who will it be? Let's go into game number 1 to begin the series. Over here on the right side in the red, one of our Zerg players from SK Telecom T1. It is Sue.
Getting a good look at him. Over here in the left, the other SK Telecom Zerg, Dark. Oh. Some results there.
You got a 3-0 in the round of 8, 3-0 in the semifinals, and will it be a 4-0 in the finals?
Well, that is the question we're all wondering, Valdez.
Yeah.
Will it or will it not?
We were talking to Wolf, he's here. He thinks that Dark is going to take this 4-0 or 4-1.
I think Sue could certainly do it this time around. I think it's time for Sue. It's a year of Sue. It's the tournament of Sue, man. I don't even know how to describe this one, but I think Sue can take this one over Dark. Sue's results in ZVZ have been more impressive.
Slightly.
Well, we did see Dark get 3-0'd by Hyun, which is a pretty big thing.
Well, that was the only thing, man.
That's the only thing, but then we did see Dark take down Biel, but Biel did certainly a pretty horrible job. That best of 5. I got to admit, I was not impressed.
Yeah,
at all.
that was more Biel losing than Dark winning. Actually,
certainly so.
To be totally frank.
But you know what? It comes to a whole new level when it is teammates playing against each other in this kind of matchup, or in any matchup, because they are the ones that practice with each other for it as well. So the mind games go beyond anything else we can comprehend, to the point where it gets weird. Granted, you can't do too much weird stuff in a ZVZ. It's a fairly straightforward matchup. It's a lot of build orders that are set in stone, and then it's scissor, paper, rock. One of them has our names on it, Valdez.
Which one is the pepperoni? How will we know?
I'll actually eat anything.
I can't imagine how they would have ordered that.
I'll eat the corn pizza.
We want 46 corn and sweet potato pizzas and 1 pepperoni. For the weird foreigners in the cage.
Yeah, for the weird caged monkey foreigners that dance for their food. We will dance on camera for one of those pizzas, Valdez. I don't know about you, but I would.
We'll do it.
I take my shirt off and run around in a circle. I don't care at this point. I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry, man.
I'm so hungry.
By the way, in this game, both these players are going extreme greed.
A gentleman's agreement here, Valdez, is what I like to call it. They both shook hands and said, you know what, let's make drones.
Yeah.
Let's make drones and hatcheries, and from here...
Let's wait until we take 4 bases and then attack each other.
Let's make 4 bases. You know what, let's go into Infestors and Broodlords.
Yeah.
Let's draw things out a little bit here.
Let's have a fun first game.
Let's make this first game go for the record amount of time that any game has ever gone for. Split the map in half.
I wonder what that is in Korea, actually.
It might have been the game that you guys cast.
The Reality Sulky one?
Yeah, that could have been it. That went for a couple of hours.
That was 2 hours and 48 game minutes.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
And then we had a rematch that went 45 minutes.
That's right. That is...
Needless to say, that day ended at like 1 a.m. It was fun, though. It was history in the making.
Yeah,
you know?
At least you made history, right?
Yeah. And then Star Station was removed from the map pool.
As
the happy ending.
As it should. As it certainly should. Much earlier Baneling Nest for Sue. Maybe he's going to look for some aggression behind it, or simply going for some defensive style here. Only a couple of lings on the map for Sue as well, and Dark.
It's pretty insane the amount of greed just
look at that.
Up.
As I say, that's 16 more on the way for Sue. He wants to lay down the pressure.
I just don't know how he's really going to be able to do that on this map, especially because Dark is going to have the Baneling Nest.
Well, this is how, Valdez. He's got 2 hidden lings already morphing into Baneling, so all he's got to do is run these lings across the map. And if Dark is not prepared, he will die.
Well, he's going to see a lot of lings coming out now. He's even trying to delay them a bit, get them to run in circles. Look at that.
Oh, did it buy him enough time is the next question. 2 queens are going to be on that ramp for a little bit of time, and 2 Banelings also morphing. But that ramp cannot be blocked by 2 queens, Valdez. It cannot. Can be blocked by 3.
Yeah.
Things get a little trickier now.
Yeah. These 2 Banes are not going to be enough. If you want to break a wall of queens. I don't think you would want to do that anyway.
You probably need like 12 Banelings for that. I'm not sure of the exact number. Oh, nearly forcing the Baneling to explode.
Not going to work out.
Not going to work. Look at this. I think it's going to be Mutas at least for Sue. Dropping the extra extractors and going into that faster lair by a little bit. There's that Roach Warren for Dark.
Interesting. Dark showed a lot of Roach play in a bunch of his ZVZs recently. A lot of aggressive plays. Didn't really work out against Hyun, but did against Biel. Yeah, so, I mean, this is what I was talking about on this map. As long as you can get that choke, you know, held with 3 queens, as long as you have enough queens to hold it, it's going to take forever to go through the back door. Now he's kind of just sitting out here.
Yeah, certainly so. Also the Baneling explosion. Very nicely done from Su. Just gives him a little bit more of a contain here. We don't see currently third base going down for Su just yet. And look at that. Huge move there. That actually Zerling scouted the Spire. Instantly goes into a Nidus. He's going to be looking to put it down. And it's going to be up to Su to identify this. And, you know, I think his only chance is to shut them down because more queens are on the way, more roaches on the way. If this gets if a good Nidus goes down, Su just loses the game.
And I think it should be able to. You know, he's not going to be going for the main base or anything like this. I mean, I guess he could, but he also could just go for the front. Like, he's got an Overlord over here. You can go on the high ground.
That is the most dangerous position right there. That Overlord can put down the most money Nidus and essentially win the game from there because roaches are going to spill into the main base.
It is for sure. He's already making 1 spine crawler.
Oh, throwing it from behind though.
And that is right out of the vision of Su.
Yeah, that's going to be working on those rocks behind. He's going to have to get a lot of mutas out. 9 mutas will be available, maybe even 10.
There's the Nidus.
Oh boy, he's heard it. He knows it's on the map. It's going to be up to Su to identify where it's coming from. Throwing down a lot of spines in that natural. But
he needs some kind of defense.
Oh man, he needs something. He's bringing down extra spines and there's Ling. 11 mutas being made as well.
He already has 5 queens over here. He's making 2 at a time, and he's just rallying them into the Nidus to defend against the mutas that are eventually going to come out.
Oh, he's going to get that spine down. Mutas are out there. 5 queens. Oh, man. It's not looking too good at all for Su. This is the perfect positioning for Dark, but spine crawl is planted, and 4 more are about to pop here. Is this going to be enough? It looks like it.
Well, he's going to pull back for now. Let the queens, you know, try to get some hits on the mutas. He's not going to overcommit into these spines, putting down another Nidus at the third base. But all the while, more mutas are coming out once he gets a decent ball.
Oh, Su was not paying attention to this at all. He's relocating all of his spine crawlers. Essentially, this base is gone, that's for sure. Su's going to have to start focusing. He's really focusing on this muta count, which I think is so important right now.
Yeah. Trying to get out as many as possible here. Now he's just going to come back to the other side, forcing those spines to move once again.
Yeah, he's getting completely ran around at this point. Apparently,
his main and his back door aren't connected by creep.
15 mutas, that's actually should be enough to fight these queens head on. But there's so many transfusers at this point.
That's the scary part. He's also getting as many queens back here as possible. He's got 8 right now. Ling's trying to get some damage down with some queens in the back. The spine crawlers are finally here.
Oh, this is such a close fight. He's whittling down the roaches with these mutas as well. But still so many left over. More spines are being planted.
Look at the spore.
The
spore came through. It's here with Dark.
Oh, that is the nightmare spore right there. It's in the most deadliest position there. There's no way the muta's going to gauge. GG.
Whoa.
Wow.
Great game there from Dark, and that is going to give him so much momentum here. It's going to make him feel really good. He was feeling nervous. He even said it to Su in the chat before the game, but I'm sure he's going to be pretty fine now.
Yeah, that Nidus positioning was so good. I thought the one up above that third was going to be the perfect placing, but the one down there just did so much more. Opened up that back door, and from there, the push was too much.
Yeah. Su's going to have to come back with a new strategy in game number 2. Dark playing that map pretty well, though, and the reaction was pretty nice, too. You know, like you said before, he scouted the Spire, and immediately, you know, give him like 1 or 2 seconds, immediately the Nidus comes down. You need to have that kind of quick decision-making in this matchup.
Yeah, letting that Ling through to scout as well was a huge blow. Like, if he